before this meeting, what are young people saying? And we said it as it is. You know, with young people, we just don't mince our words. We're like, we came here and they're saying they don't feel like maybe they're part of the African Union. We need to do more. We need to show them what the African Union is doing. And then the chairperson actually said, are you bringing them to the AU summit? Why don't you actually bring them? Make sure you create opportunities that we can have diaspora youth coming, to the African Union, also engaging, getting to see what, we do. And indeed, that opportunity was opened up. I remember vividly when we're making the submissions and everyone is saying, with the AU summit, it's very hectic. With the Heads of State summit, it's very restricted as well. But that opportunity was opened up. Even this year, we had representatives of the diaspora coming in, supported by the African Union, to attend the AU Heads of State Summit, including the closed sessions. Again, it shows that commitment, of the Commission to ensure that young people are really within, understanding the processes, being part of the processes. One of the other things that I always say is that 70% of our demographic are the youth in Africa. Therefore, when we sit in these rooms, it's important that we have the majority, the biggest market share. If anything, that means if it's a service, if it's a product, if it's a decision, it's going to affect us the most as young people because we're the largest demographic. And therefore, we need to be more intentional, in bringing that to the table. Now, fast forward, we are here. Again, because we'd like to see more of young people at the African Union, working within the African Union, understanding how the African Union works. Again, I thought it's also equally important, even as I conclude in my tenure, that we also draw on the, what have been the positives, what have been the deliverables, what can be done better, even for future. I'm not sure if you're aware, but one of the decisions we advocated for was for the Office of the Youth Envoy to be institutionalized. What that means that in as much as I'll leave as a person, it remains as an office, which I think is very important. It means the next chairperson will have to appoint a youth envoy, unlike within this role, where it was based on the discretion of the chairperson making that appointment. But with the next one, with it being institutionalized, another youth envoy has to be appointed. And I think it's important that we also support whoever will come in, whether he or she, with a comprehensive handover. So some of the key recommendations and key outcomes that will come from this meeting would also assist in that comprehensive handover to the next youth envoy, so we can continue with this work. And you can continue with this work within the office in creating the Africa that we want and meeting Agenda 2063.